Welcome, guys, to this special day we have been waiting for, the Champions League final between PSG and Arsenal. Now, today in this class, we'll be looking at what England have to gain, the benefit if Arsenal wins this Champions League, the benefit that will come to England, what Arsenal stands to achieve, and what their fans stands to achieve. So if you are watching us for the first time, this is Ipokis TV and welcome to the Champions League final class. So without wasting much of your time, if you pardon us, this video is going to be a bit long. So I will advise you go to our YouTube channel. That is where we post the full length of the video. And I tell you, at the end of this video, you are going to learn something that you did not know before. So without wasting much of your time, let's go into the business of the day. Now, we look at what England will gain if Arsenal wins this Champions League. Now, that's the first thing to the Champions League final class. He said today we are looking at the match between PSG and Arsenal. And we said we'll look at what England stands to gain, what Arsenal as a club stands to gain, and probably what the fans stands to achieve in terms of banter, especially, So now let's look at what England stands to gain. Now, the Champions League final between PSG and Arsenal is very, very important, in terms of monetary value. Remember, the UEFA Europa League has been won by Aston Villa, and that is equal to about 13 million euros. And the UEFA Conference League, recently Crystal Palace took that one, which is about 7 million euros now for winning that, the winner of that cup. Now, if we look at the Champions League, which the final, who the winner will go home with about 25 million euros, which is equivalent of 45 billion Nigerian naira. Now, if you accumulate all this, remember, the winner of the Champions League will play against the winner of the Europa League, the cup we call the Super Cup. And that cup worth over 6.5 million euros. If we accumulate all this money, England is expecting 51.5 million euros. If you convert that money to naira, it's about 82.24 billion naira. So England, all this money is coming to England only if Arsenal will win the Champions League against PSG. And you know what tax is, especially in the UK. So now, the next thing that England will gain if Arsenal go ahead to win the Champions League against PSG, England will be the second country to clinch all 3 European trophies. The last one that happened in 1989/1990 season, where Italy won all the trophies in Europe. Juventus, AC Milan won the Champions League, which was then Juventus won the Europa, and one other club won the Conference League. So will that happen this time around? It will be a test of time. Time will tell if Arsenal will go ahead to win. So what do you think? Tell us in the comment section. Do you think Arsenal will win, or is a back-to-back for PSG? Tell us in the comment section. If you are watching us for the first time, this is Ipokis TV, and this is our sports show and our sport club, Champions League 9. We are done with what England will gain if Arsenal go ahead to win the Champions League. Now, let's look at what Arsenal will gain in terms of monetary value and otherwise. No, this will be the second Champions League final Arsenal is getting to. The last one, they lost against Barcelona, and this one will be the second Arsenal final. In the history of the Champions League, it is very difficult for a club to go to the Champions League for the first time and win it. So there is tendency and probability that Arsenal is going to win this one. But let's see how it goes. Time will tell. if history will repeat itself. But be it as it may, remember, Arsenal just won the Premier League, and that Premier League is about 170 million pounds. So if they add this one with the Champions League, which is about 25 million euros, you know, Arsenal is going to be the richest club, not just in Europe but in the world. But will they going to win it? Time will tell. So Arsenal will gain, if they go ahead to win the Champions League, an additional 25 million euros. Wow, it's going to be the richest club in the world. So what else will Arsenal gain? Arsenal is going to be one of the club who has gone through the Champions League without being beaten, because they are playing on beating the champions. Remember, they have done the invisible in the Premier League. So if they go ahead to win the Champions League, they will do another invincible in the Champions League. What a record they will create in the Champions League. So what else will they gain? There will be, else will Arsenal gain from winning the Champions League? Is it will be the committee. In the committee, there will be members of the committee of the champions. You don't understand? Now, when champions of the Champions League sit and they are discussing, Arsenal will be among them. You don't understand? Because it gets some club where they the English Premier League, we don't win the Champions League, apart from the regular ones that you know. And imagine if, I think Forest too have won the Champions League, I guess. Can't really remember, but I think they have won the Champions League. So imagine Forest, you know, Nottingham Forest now, they call for meetings for champions of the Champions League. Now, Arsenal, that are Premier League champion, will not be able to attend that kind of meeting. So if they go ahead to win PSG, they will be in the committee of clubs that have won the Champions League. So, without wasting much time, if you are watching us for the first time, this is Ipokis TV and this is the Champions League final class. We are breaking down the benefit of Arsenal winning this Champions League against PSG. So now let's look at what the fans will gain. What the Arsenal fans will gain. What are they going to gain if Arsenal go ahead to win the Champions League? What will be the gain of Arsenal? Looking at what Arsenal fans will gain. Now, banter. You know, in football, banter is essential. In fact, now waiting they make this football sweet. Now banter. So it gets waiting Man U fans, Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans, Man City fans, and other fans who have experienced the Champions League, they do to Arsenal fans. Any small thing now, you don't win Champions League. So now, they will deliver. That is what football deliverance. They will deliver their fans from that inferiority complex given to them by Chelsea fans, Man U fans, Liverpool fans, and all other rivals when it comes to the Champions League. So they will give their fans sense of belonging when it comes to the Champions League, which is one of the most important things in football. So that is one of the things fans will, at least they will talk. If Man U and Arsenal, if Man U, Liverpool and Man City and Chelsea fans are talking, at least they have something to say when it comes to the Champions League. So what else do you think Arsenal fans could gain? Tell us at the comment section. If Arsenal go ahead to win PSG today, tell us at the comment section. If you are watching us for the first time, this is Ipokis TV and this is our Champions League class, where we are dissecting, we are analyzing how this will benefit Arsenal if they go, and England, and if they go ahead to win the Champions League. So this will be the end of our show today. If you have learned something, tell us in the comment section. Don't forget to tell us where you are watching us from, and thank you very much for watching. This will be the end of our class today. If you have learned something, tell us at the comment section. If today is your first time of seeing our video, also let us know. And don't forget to tell us where you are watching us from. If you are watching us from Asia, from Europe, from Africa, any part of the world you are watching us from, let us know in the comment section, and the country itself and the time you are seeing this video. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in our next video. Peace and love.